go to all generations. We're in generation now.
That's right.
You can't squeeze Ishmael in there, can you?
No.
But Ishmael came from Abraham,
Right.
and Esau came from Isaac.
Right.
But he's most definitely most significant in who he says he is.
Right.
Can't nobody gainsay on that, man. Huh? That's why I say when you use that, can't nobody gainsay on that. Either you are the tribes of Israel, or he's not your power.
Right.
Amos 3:1-2, man. I mean, it's simple. I mean, how do you change? You got to eliminate this scripture. These scriptures here. This is what he said. You got it? Amos 3:1-2.
Amos.
Is anybody going up to the parking lot?
Yeah,
I ain't seen anybody go out in the wild.
I went there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
Come.
Hear this word that the Most High hath spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Come on.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of
He
Egypt.
was talking to the 12 tribes of Israel because all 12 tribes was in captivity under the Egyptians. What did he say?
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Read that again.
You only have I known of all the families of the
Read
earth.
it one more time. I don't think they heard you across the world. What did he say?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
That's what the Most High is saying. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So how you gonna make them know somebody else? Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Yeah. He's gonna punish us for our wickedness. Because he gave the laws, statutes, commandments. He took the time to give us 613 laws, and we just gonna throw them away for the heathen?
Right.
Be just like them.
To be just like them? Right.
That's all it is.
That's why you see Ezra rent his clothes, man. Put ashes on his head, pull that hair, pull the hair out of his beard. He was so sad because he knew the wrath of the Most High gonna come upon us for doing that iniquity, as he said. And in the end, they put away their wives, those Gentile wives, and the children too. Yes.
Okay, so I understand that you're not supposed to deal with these women. Moses' woman, Jethro's daughter, she was a heathen, right?
Yeah.
So is that why the Most High was about to kill Moses?
No.
Or
Moses didn't make it to the promised land because he didn't give the Most High the credit for bringing his water out of that rock.
I'm talking about where Moses' son Gershom was circumcised, and then she circumcised him and threw it at him and said, "Thou bloody man."
Yeah.
And they said that the Lord was going to kill Moses before that. Is that why? Like, because he was dealing with that woman?
No, it wasn't the laws that he had. Remember, he got the laws once he brought us out of Egypt, right? So that's when he had the laws, and he most High set a certain standard for us to go by. You know what I mean? When you look at the laws that he gave him for us to go by at that time, because it's just like Miriam and Aaron was talking about the Ethiopian woman.
Yeah.
Everybody want to say that he was talking about the Ethiopian woman that Moses had married, but it wasn't about that. It wasn't about the Ethiopian woman. It was about the fact that they were saying that the Most High is dealing with them, just like he's dealing with Moses. Well, at least a Mashiach Yahushua, ain't nobody dealt with the Most High directly, you see what I'm saying? But it was a Mashiach Yahushua, but he said he dealing with him just like as a spirit, you see what I'm saying? As dealing with them like he's dealing with Moses. Most High was dealing with Aaron, but Aaron and Miriam is together dealing with this, talking about Moses, you see what I'm saying? Because he married the Ethiopian woman, but that wasn't it. Because he ain't said nothing about no Ethiopian woman when you read Numbers 12. He said nothing about no Ethiopian woman. What he said, hey, he dealt with him as far as dealing with who he deals with. That's Moses. You see what I'm saying? You talking about Moses, my servant. He ain't said about the Ethiopian woman. We can go there and go through that. It didn't say that.
Right.
It was all about the fact that the Most High is dealing with that woman, Miriam. It's a good example for women to get themselves and be humble. Because Aaron and Miriam said, hey,
Right. Yep.
the Most High dealing with us just like he dealing with Moses. Well, the Most High was dealing with Aaron. He made Aaron Moses' mouthpiece.
Con.
But was he dealing with Miriam the same way he was dealing with Moses and Aaron? So who did he make lepers as snow? Aaron? Who? Miriam. You gotta understand this, man. That's why I say you gotta understand. When you go back to the fact of Genesis, the 3rd chapter, what was Eve promised? What we just went over.
Oh, con.
Where you say, hey, you're gonna go get all these riches and all this stuff? You're gonna think it's who did it? You're gonna say, what did it? What? What she offered?
The Nick.
Now what was Eve offered? What she think she was gonna get?
You still know.
Yes, God's.
Huh?
Yes, God.
One word. Power.
Oh, right.
Power.
Con.
That was the Most I just said. That you gonna think your power gave you this wealth?
Right.
So what was she? What Satan lied to her and tell her? You gonna be power. You gonna have power to be as gods,
God's no good and evil.
right? You ain't gonna surely die. You gonna have power.
Right.
So here go Miriam. I got power. What she saying? She's saying, hey, Most High, I got just as much power as Moses. I have just as much power as Moses. Now the Most High was using Aaron as Moses' mouthpiece.
Right.
He was dealing with Aaron, but you see, he killed both of them before he killed Moses.
Right.
He put Moses there. He killed both of them before he killed Moses.
He did.
You see? But then he turned Miriam white,
Right.
leprous, white as snow. And then he come back and say, if her father, because he prayed, say, hey man, he said if her father had but what, spit in her face.
Right.
That's serious, man. Ooh. Your daddy gonna spit in your face?
Man.
Wouldn't you be shut out of the kingdom, from amongst us for a week?
7 days.
7 days, let her stay out of the kingdom for 7 days. Let her be smoking around white, lepers, for 7 days. And she wasn't able to come back. They weren't able to move, man. So that was the whole thing. It wasn't about the Ethiopian woman. It was about the fact that they were saying, hey, the Most High dealing with us just like he dealing with Moses.
Right.
You see? But then nothing was said about the Ethiopian woman.
Right.
In the explanation that, when the Most High sent him out, I was to tell him, hey man, I deal with Moses face to face, mouth to mouth. I deal with everybody else the way I deal with him. I deal with him mouth to mouth, face to face. Ain't nobody ever seen the Most High. So it ain't the Most High. The Most High ain't came down to deal with Moses face to face, or mouth to mouth. Mashiach said, ain't nobody ever seen the Most High. He's in the bosom of the Most High that declares the Most High to us, man. Because we Mashiach. It's been that way. Ain't just got that way. It's been that way. Only he was a spirit. He's an angel. It's like he's a spirit and an angel right now. He went back to his rightful seat on the right side of the Most High as an angel. That's ready to come back in his angelic power. He said, I ain't gonna meet you as a man in Isaiah 47:3. He ain't meeting him as a man. He come back in his angelic power to judge and make war, man. Behind all the things that's been done, think about how they against him. Against the Most High, man. So that's what it was about, man. It wasn't just about the Ethiopian woman. It was about the fact that, hey, she's saying and he's saying that the Most High deal with them the same way. Like some women, they feel, hey, I got the power just like you. They feel like they just as powerful as a man.
Absolutely.
Most High said he called men.
Right.
Ain't no woman gonna stand up and do the things that we gonna be able to do unless you mighty, and took some steroids and You think about it, man, seriously.
Right, absolutely.
Straight up, man. I know women that was police, man, they jacked up. When they got to deal with that 300-pound cat, 200-something pound cat, with the adrenaline going, we ain't have no women in our army.
Right.
Come on, man, there ain't gonna be no women in our army. When we get ready to do what we got ready to do, when you bring the hunters, ain't gonna be no women hunters. Come on. Yeah.
I was talking to a brother about this. They was making a big deal on the TV about, or not TV, but on the social media and all that stuff about this boxer that had, before they made all these laws about the transgender and all that stuff, he had changed his sex or whatever. So he was a woman, and he was a professional boxer.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, when he changed his sex, he started boxing with the women, and he was sending them to the hospital. You know, and you know, now they're having a problem with that because they're trying to say they're equal, but then in that case, you know, they're
right
trying
there.
to put charges on him. You know, because it's like,
Come on now, if he's a transgender, he's a woman, then why he can't box with the women?
right.
Right? See that? That makes a difference.
He put him in the hospital.
Put him in the hospital. That's what I'm saying. No woman don't stand up to no man, a real man. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Even in a woman's state of mind.
Yeah. You would say even in a woman's state of mind.
They complaining that it's not fair now.
It's not fair, huh?
But if you was in this boat, what they will have nothing to say.
Right. It's fair. We just as strong.
Right. It's okay, right?
Right.
But that's a good scenario how they change him up, right?
God.
So now he gonna be a woman, but he still got the same strength.
Right. He got the
Still
same.
the same strength as a man. He gonna go in the ring and box with women.
Right.
Come on, man. You know in LA they passed a law that in the schools, if a boy says he's a girl, he can go into the girl bathroom, and the girl says she's a boy, she can go into the boys' bathroom, locker, you know, shower, and all that.
Yeah.
That's a law.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So, and they gonna have to tell their parents about it. They want to change their name. You got to go by their name.
Right.
Are you experienced anything like that?
Yeah, kind of. They actually they talk about that stuff at the at over there in Palmdale and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They allow them, like you said, and it's funny because I remember when you know when we growing up, it's you know that's an embarrassing moment. You get caught walking in the wrong bathroom on accident.
Right,
you know
right.
That's something you know you have nightmares about. Now
It's like no big deal, man. You know.
It's something else. You know?
That's why I say this world, man. Get Isaiah 1:9. That's what the Most High said, man. That's where we at. And as we grow to look at growing closer to the Most High and the way this world has everything set up, sad.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 9, except the Most High of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
A very small remnant. Very small remnant, he's saying, read.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
There it is, man. If he need a small remnant, those that's not going to bow down to the way of this world, you're going to change, become a new creature, and let old things pass away and everything become new. Get Romans 12:1. That's what it's all about, man. He said we all be like homosexuals and lesbians. If he ain't leave a small remnant, but you know, everybody's not going to fall for the way the world is now. You're going to still have men. You're going to still have real women.
That's right.
That's not going to be forced to follow the lustful ways of this world, of the flesh. Read.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So that's what we got to do, man. We got to present our bodies a living sacrifice. And the sacrifice is what? What's a sacrifice?
Putting something, you know, value to, you know, give it to God.
Anybody else? Yeah.
Time could be a sacrifice.
No, you can't use sacrifice in the definition.
Giving up your will.
Yeah, I like that.
Giving up your will.
Gotta give something up.
God.
You know, if it's sacrifice, it's okay today. You know, you woke up this morning and something say, I don't feel good. Well, do I know that? At night, you don't feel it. You still gotta come. You still gotta do, you still gotta be here. You know, some of y'all done travel 2-3 hours, 100 miles to get here. That's a sacrifice. Where you can say, I don't feel like making that haul. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like doing it. Any excuse. But you hear, that's a sacrifice. You could say, oh no, I'm gonna stay home and watch TV. I'm gonna stay home and just study myself. It's a sacrifice. Because the Most High wants us to gather together. He wants us to assemble ourselves together. That's the power right here. The power is right here. When you understand that, the power ain't individualists. You guys, individuals, Most High, have no respect of persons. He has respect to Israel. That's why I say, if 2 or 3 are what? Gathered in my name, I am in the midst thereof. See? So as we all gather together, this is the power. This is the power. That's why we be out there, people be like, I remember they used to say, wow, man, y'all was giants. Ain't nobody else 6 feet 1. Man, y'all was giants. Y'all was a big cat. They look at us, they like, be surprised like how people see us. Here, and I'm like, wow, amazing. You can't see that through the eyes of others. We only can see through the eyes that we know, right? But there's power there, man. When they see this, man.
Absolutely.
Read it again.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Present our bodies a living sacrifice, man. Giving up something, you gotta give it up, man. And it's gonna tell you, read. Holy, man. That means you're gonna be following the laws of the Most High. You're gonna be pleasing the Most High by doing what He would have you do. Read.
Acceptable unto the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua.
You gotta be keeping the laws, man. You say you love the Most High, and the love of the Most High is to keep His commandments. The commandments are not grievous. Go ahead.
Which is your reasonable service.
Your reasonable service, he said. Read.
And be not conformed to this world.
That's what He's telling you. Don't come together and you all about the world. He said, don't be conformed to this world. Read.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
See, this is what we're doing. That's why we got to come together and read the Bible, a book, to renew our minds from the poison and the pollution that our minds have been entailed to believe in, as Esau and the system have programmed us through our families.
Right.
Growing up, how they taught us, first and foremost. You know what I mean? And then dealing with association, those that don't know what we know. You see what I'm saying? And you try to tell them and they try to keep you how? In the world.
Zombies.
Right with them, huh?
Zombies.
Zombies.
Eating your brain.
What?
Spreading, eating your brain. Not for knowledge, not for knowledge.
Right. You see
To
what I'm saying?
destroy you.
So the zombies are what? They don't have anything up here to recall here, as we say, because they're of the world. That's all they know is of the world. And they operate as of the world. And not as they should, according to the word of the Most High, to be holy and true and acceptable to the Most High. You see? Which is your reasonable service. That's a light thing for you to do. This ain't nothing big. You go, that Most High, you doing this, oh, I'm exalting you? No, because you ain't made it yet.
Right.
This only today you're doing it. What about tomorrow? What about next year? What about years from now? Are you still gonna be doing this? Or are you just gonna be one of them that come in? That's what I say, you're gonna be one that come in, that you got a revolving door. That door gonna open, that door gonna close. Or you gonna be one that come and go, man. I mean, that's where it is. I'm just telling you for real. Many brothers and sisters I knew that have been in this truth are setting abundantly. Strong, man. I remember any question you had, they had the answers. They ain't even dealing with this now. Amazing. So it don't matter about what you know. It's about you're going to do it to the end. Read verse 2.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, read.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua.
So ain't saying about perfect will of yourself.